Welcome back to Resurrection of Evil. I'm Blasphemous. And just what I told you, we're already getting some health back.
Hey! You! I'm up here! The power's been knocked out down there. The surge overloaded the generators. You're going to need to find 2 power cells to get that lift working. From up here, we can make our way to the surface. Hurry!
Yeah, every time you redo that level, you're gonna have to hear him going, "Hi!" at you. It's a very good idea to make a save after the start of the level. So, to summarize, in the first level we got the grabber. In the second level we got the artifact. In the third level we got the super shotgun, and that's effectively it. Now the rest of the game is just going to be us recovering our previous gear. Not to say there won't be any new enemies, just not here. Man, this game really loves its vulgars. Sort of like how the first game loved its imps. Speaking of which... yeah, we're gonna get some sneak attacks from imps in this level. Makes you feel really nostalgic, doesn't it? I mean, the Vulgars, they try to do their sneak attacks, but they just can't do it like the originals can. I meant to do that. You know, in retrospect, I probably should have switched to the grabber. There's a whole bunch of crates in this room, and as I discover later on, one of the things you can do is, if you use the artifact, the charge timer for the grabber is still the same. So you can just pick up a crate, slam it into an enemy, grab the crate again, slam it again, and just keep on doing that until the monster is a pulp. Great times, all told. No audio logs in this level. I can't really say that I mind. Kind of a pointless backtrack there, but I can't say no to some more shotgun shells. Where we actually want to go is, there was a door that we kind of passed by the first time. You see. Now this area. This area is actually pretty deadly, this whole like office block here. It might not look too bad actually, but there are a lot of tight spaces with things just spontaneously jumping out at you. And so if you're unprepared or don't know where the ambushes are coming from, things can get a little bit dicey. I'm not sure what I was looking for here. I guess trying to give this room some relevance. There is none. This entire sequence, actually, is completely irrelevant. Just a bunch of monsters with some rooms that have ammunition. And otherwise, we could just move right along. Here's where I mess up. You see, I didn't realize that there would be Z6 coming into the room, so I ended up taking out a weapon which was unsuitable for them. This time I'm going to play a lot more carefully. I'm not going to get myself caught out in this room the same way. Actually, the Z6, they don't come in at all. I think somehow what I actually did was, because we'll see the actual prompt for them to start moving, I think I might have accidentally nudged this door here to the, that you see, and that's what got them moving after me. Because you see, there's the assault rifle guy, and there's the shotgun guy. Honestly, I sort of ponder the whole meaning of this area in general. It feels like there's a lot of just empty space. Not necessarily a bad thing. Like, not everything has to have a purpose. But at the same time, I mean, you see me like skittishly looking at everything. I'm trying to figure out what the purpose is of everything around me. But there isn't any. It's just a room. Just another fancy room. Very nice. It might seem a little bit cruel how I like to toy around with zombies, but you know what? It's their lot in life, or unlife, I should say. If they didn't want this kind of treatment, they should have stayed dead. That was that thing I was talking about last update, where you can just deliver the fireball straight to monsters, and yeah, it does the same ridiculous amount of damage. Don't ask me why it does that, just it's how it do. If you stick around to the end of the video, you'll actually see another example of the grabber just doing stuff for no real reason whatsoever. I almost had to do it. I was almost tempted, that is, to keep that take just because of how bizarre it was. So, this lift here is going to take us up to the second floor. Or at least that's the idea. You can just keep riding the lift, I mean, after all, they wouldn't be so cruel as to just smash us into the ceiling. Alright, yeah, I guess I made that one too obvious. I died to that as a kid. I truly did. Huh. Here we are in more of a cafeteria area, I guess. Like, I mean, it still doesn't look nice, and you can be easily confused into thinking, like, this is just another soulless lobby or something. I mean, actually, they call it a lobby. But then... where are you coming at it from? Where is the receptionist? I don't know, the layout just confuses me. Now then, this arcade game over here is, you guessed it, yet another case of the game, you know, substituting for a different arcade game. And it's just an Arkanoid's or Breakout clone. I will admit, this is a pretty good simulation of what it is to suffer in purgatory for eternity. Moving right along. I will admit that when I realized that the arcade games were being substituted, I don't recall them being this bad. Like, I don't know, maybe my memory was playing tricks on me, but I don't recall them just being so Newgrounds-ish. Like, even back then, this is the kind of thing that Flash cartoonists would be just incredibly embarrassed by. Convoluted process for such a tiny bridge. Is this what you need 1.5 gigawatts of power for? Regardless, here we are back at the beginning. Just time to go back to where we started. I'd like to say that this level was an interesting exhibition in the sort of things you can do with your newfound power, but honestly, overall, like, we're just grabbing some power cells in order to operate an elevator, in order to get to a room that is literally, like, if we look through a window now, like, that room through that window is where we're going. If one of these doors wasn't broken, we could have probably resolved this entire level within maybe 2 minutes. By the way, the guy up there, he doesn't have a name, but anybody who spawned without an official name tag is always classified as Joe. So this guy here, he was a Joe. Why do I say was? Well, you knew this was going to happen. When has anybody managed to survive after being out of our sight for a few seconds? Oh well. Welcome to the family, Joe. Let's continue on.